Are you okay, baby? Oh, goodness. Kiss and tied to you too, who's ever else is sneezing.
That's yours. That's on your end.
Kiss and tied to you too, who's ever else is sneezing.
That's yours.
I'm echoing. There we go. Yeah. Bailey's got sneezes.
Okay, I gotta find a different mouse. Okay, let's see if this mouse works. Well, hello, Ashley. What was that?
I don't know.
Did my headphones can you still hear me?
Yeah.
That's too weird. Hello, Faye. Yep, there's Faye. And Kathy. Hi, Kathy.
There we go.
Hello,
so we
everyone.
have
Faye and Kathy so far.
All right. Well, we'll start with them.
Yeah. So, anyways, Faye, honey, you have the moon. And it's about reflection. But for me, it's also about taking that leap of faith, doing a movement, making a change. And it's about being steady in your progress. But it's also the visualization of where you can go in your future and where you can be. And it's how you do it. But it's also the sense of a little isolation, but a good sense of isolation, not the kind of isolation that makes you go, oh my God, I'm so lonely. This is different. This is about embracing the isolation. Okay, so Kathy is next, then Lisa, then Sandra, and then Brenda.
Okay, there we go. Kathy, you said, right?
Yeah.
So this is the Five of Earth. First thing about Earth talks about grounding. It talks about paying attention to your surroundings, and that if you're feeling isolated, looking like you feel right now like you're on the outside looking in, all that is saying is change your perspective. Like, pay attention to your surroundings and don't deliberately seclude yourself because you are thinking that people don't want you in their lives. It's just that people don't, just because they're not including you in everything doesn't mean they don't want you. It's just that they have things that they need to do. Like, for example, my sister and I don't know what she does every day. And I think she's the same with me. We're not in each other's back pocket, but that doesn't mean that we don't see each other, that we don't invite each other into our homes. So if you're feeling like you're being secluded or ostracized, really take a look at your surroundings and make sure that it isn't just people doing their normal things and they're not aware that you're still kind of in the same place you were maybe a year ago and they're moving forward.
Okay, just so you know, you're breaking up a little. Just
Okay.
So you know. Okay. So almost like it's not connecting. Hi, Lisa. Lisa, you have the Aid of Pentacles, which is creation. It's temperance. It's about maybe baking and stirring the pot and seeing what you can get out of it. You know, like, okay, I don't know if I should say stirring the pot as in you're causing a little friction or whether or not it's stirring the pot because you're making something that people are really going to enjoy. So whichever one it is, have fun in the process, Lisa.
So I love that. I'm going to apologize for kind of like the dark, shadowy look around. My one light feature isn't working, and there's boxes blocking areas of light because I am hell-bent for election to be moving, whether I have a place or not. So who is this next? Sandra Murray.
Yep.
Sandra Murray, the death card. And as we know, death does not mean death. Death means transition. This is a gorgeous card, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just love how they depicted this, but this is not your dying. This is emerging from one shell into the other shell, into a new place. I mean, to kind of get a perspective, things are changing, things are moving forward. And I mean, really, the person you were a year ago isn't who you are today. And the person you were 7 years ago isn't who you are today. So this card talks about feel liberated. You're kind of like reborn every day. And be damned if anyone can force you to live in whatever it was they feel they need you to live in when you are no longer that person and this person is a new you.
All right. So Brenda's next, Shay, Annalisa, Jeannie and Brandon, Kim, Jessica S, and then Jessica G. So two
Wow.
Jessicas in a row. So Brenda, I have for you the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is stop, take a look, sit down, enjoy what's right there in front of you. Don't worry about what's tomorrow or what happened yesterday. This is be in the moment. And, you know, crack a nice bottle of wine, have an apple or two, and just be in that moment. Don't worry about anything before or after. It's just right now. So take the time for yourself. So Shay's next.
Okay, Shay, the Ten of Sky. And the Ten of Sky says, okay, get up, basically, and please don't take this wrong, but it basically says, get over yourself. Face reality. Take a good look at what really is and not what you perceive the world to be. Sometimes we think people are picking on us and they're not giving us what we want. And that card, the Ten of Sky, says, get over yourself, reassess your assessment. And I always think it's a harsh card, right? It's like, cut the bull, clear off the stuff, and face reality for a while, whatever that reality is. And it doesn't need to be harsh. It just means you've got to face what is real and quit pretending it's something else or it's everybody else's fault, and look in the mirror and face the truth.
Okay. So Annalisa says, good evening. Her daughter is challenging herself this week, and I'm just concerned with her well-being. Well, as a parent, we all want to wrap our children in cotton gauze and make sure that when they bump into something, nothing ever bad happens to them. But depending on your daughter's age, I would say definitely keep an eye on her. And that's what I got with the Three of Wands. When you stop to think about it, you're still the person in charge. Remember, you're the adult, she's the kid. And I don't care what age she is. They will always be our children. Faye, you're welcome. So next is Jeannie and Brandon, and you can do them together.
Jeannie and Brandon.
Yep.
Well, how about if I pull one card for you? You know something? This card tells me that there's an outsider coming towards you, someone that you're not sure you can trust. Maybe you guys had a negative interaction in the past. And so now you're in that mood. If you take a look, all of these cats are kind of protecting their territory. Maybe reconsider. Sometimes, you know something, this person or these people have been the subject of gossip. We don't know what's going on in their lives. Cut them some slack. That seems to be a big message today. You know, look beyond the image in front of you.
Yeah. Okay, so Faye says thanks. I did that. Kim. Hi, Kim. Welcome. And Kim, you have the Chariot. It's what way to go? You know, what direction should I follow? Should I go left, right, in between? Or do you blaze a new path for yourself? I'm all for blazing new paths for ourselves, doing things that people least expect of us. Because when you do that, it's like, whoa, wait a minute, I didn't think they were capable. And you're showing them something about yourself that they've never seen before. So whatever it is, decision you have to make or choice you have to make, trust your instincts. That's why we're born with them. And just see what direction it takes you. Lisa, I'm glad you love it. And next is Jessica S.
Jessica S. Talking about when I was listening to D'Arcy, all I could think about is like a great big ball of sun. And ironically enough, the card I literally pulled was the sun. New beginnings, a time to, like cats, bask in the sun. You've done a lot with your life. You've accomplished a lot with your life. Take a few accolades, bask in the glory of it, and then a new beginning, hun. A start on the next new adventure. Don't stay too long that people start to say, "Oh my God, she's just." What's that expression, D'Arcy, where people they're blinded by their past glories?
Stuck in the mud.
But either way, bask in the sunlight for a little bit, and time to move forward.
Okay, and Kathy says she's trying to let go, not take everything to heart, but I feel just like you said, whatever it was you said to her, because I do feel excluded and trying to move on. You'll get there, Kathy. You really will. Hello, Jessica G. So for you, the Six of Swords, this is move forward. Whatever is turbulent around you will become clear. Whatever is cloudy, whatever is foggy. Apparently, old wives' tale for everyone that if your car fogs up in the morning when you're trying to defog it because of cold, apparently if you take an onion and you rub it on the windows, it's not supposed to do that. You can all let me know if it works, because I don't want to sell onion in my car. But I'm not going to suggest...
No, I'll pass on the onion.
I'm not going to suggest that you use an onion, but sometimes we have to take that step back. It's like, I don't know if anyone paid attention, but I had to take my glasses off because these must be glasses that are up close, because I can barely see the screen right now. So it's like, refocus what you're looking at. So I'm telling you now, if I miss your name, please let me know. Okay, Shar is next.
Shar, I understand. First, she just messaged and said, she messaged me privately and said she can't quite log on. So Shar, not to worry. The messages are recorded. This says, you know what? Take a really good look at this cat. This is, so the card, it's the 4 of C. There's been a lot of different celebrations, people wanting you to come visit them, do things with them, have dinner with them, all of these things. Shar, for the next couple of weeks, I would recommend take some downtime, take some time to rest, take some time that's just yours, like that cat, like just be done. Just be done with everything. Find a warm sunbeam, like the cat, a nice branch, and sleep, rest, heal. You can party next week. Or the week after.
Okay. So I just basically typed that in for you, Shar. You should be able to read it. And so that was Shar. Who's after Shar? Patty. No, I did Patty. Look, this is what happens when I deviate from my plan.
Lovely?
Oh, no, it is Patty. Hi, Patty. You have the Hangman. Be patient. Take time. Realign. Look at the clouds and see what you can see in them. Sometimes using our imagination can get us to places that we never dreamt we could be. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say use all of that information over the next 3 weeks, because that's about the time frame you're going to need for it, is 3 weeks. Brenda, you're welcome. Amanda is next.
Which Amanda?
Amanda A. There's only one Amanda.
For some reason, I thought there was 2. the Earth King. You know what? This is a time for you to just kind of look at what you have, count your, if you look, this cat has done a lot, been a lot through life, and he's just kind of sitting there, the king, going, yeah, I've got all this. What's next on the list? And be confident. That's the thing about the king card. It's about confidence. It's about looking at where you've come, how far you've come, what you've achieved, and be confident. And now it's time for the next journey.
All right. Lovely. How are you? Shar said she'll watch later when it replays. Lovely, you have the devil. Oh, what choices we have to make when they're put in front of us. And in this particular case, I'm sort of thinking, close your eyes, lovely, and just visualize what choice draws you. So you know the questions. Now visualize which choice draws you, which would draw you to the question you have to deal with to begin with. And if this is financial by looks of things, how do you rearrange that financial budget to make it work? And the temptation is just to bugger everyone else and not pay them. When
I thought you were going to say something else.
You need to take that time and see if you can pull a little from each one to actually make that financial dream transpire. Okay, so look at it carefully, and the answer will be presented to you in such a way that you'll understand the outcome. So Anna Lisa said thank you. Jessica said thank you. Makes perfect sense. Kim, thank you so much. That's what her mom always taught her. Little things like that remind me she's still here. Of course it would. Your mom's always around you. Kathy says thank you. Jessica says, the other Jessica says thank you. And then it's Lily. And Kathy asked a question, but we'll deal with that at the end since she's had a couple already.
Okay. Lily. Confidence, baby. That card is the Tom of Fire. This is all about confidence. Hold your head up proud. Have faith in your abilities. Have faith in your agility and your skills. And be bold and be confident. You know, that expression, I think I used it last week. The one part that I always used to say to my son is be brave and be bold. We can let fear immobilize us, and it's time for action, Lily. Time for action.
Yeah, action's a good thing, especially like when it's The Rock on TV. Okay, so you have to forgive me. Allergy season. We'll try not to blow it.
You and my Bailey, that's what all that sneezing was. She's been fighting allergies. So
yeah. So next is our niece. Hi, Kelly, honey. And Patty says thank you. Amanda said thank you. Lovely said so very interesting. Thank you so much. And Lily said thank you. Oh, Kelly. Okay, I hope you are like this because that means we really are related, Kelly. When I used to travel, what I would do is get up in the morning and I'd get a coin and I'd flip it and say, heads we go somewhere, Ashley, tails we stay home and you go to school. And that's exactly what the Page of Wands about. He has his map there and it's heads he goes in one direction, tails he goes in another. And that's what I used to do with Ashley. And we went to a lot of interesting places and I'd phone into her school and say, oh, I'm sorry, Ashley's not going to be in today. And they go, is she sick? And I went, no, I'm taking her out of school. And I'd get a lecture. But that was my prerogative, was to be able to do that as her parent. So whatever it is, Kelly, if you flip the coin, it doesn't matter whether it's heads or tails. It's whether it resonates with you. Exactly. And that's the important part. And if it's resonating with you, grab that bull by the horn and keep going. Okay. Lovely would like a card for Sophia, please.
Okay. So, Sophia, this card sort of follows a little bit about what D'Arcy was talking about. The card that came up for you is the Priestess. And here is this really bright, brilliant person, cat in this picture, but person, just shining and illuminating. And in their hands, or in this case, underneath the feet, is a globe which represents the world. And this means that you have in your hands everything you need to succeed, everything you need to move forward to achieve the next dream. And whatever it is you decide to do as you're moving forward, visualize it and work towards it, because you will succeed and obtain that goal.
I think a lot of us have to remember to do the visualization so that you can see what you're looking for. And that can always be a difficult thing to do, visualizing. So I recommend a couple of things for people if you have a hard time. And I did, when I first started, have a hard time visualizing what I wanted. So I made a storyboard. And I would put pictures on it. And every day I'd go and I'd touch the pictures. In actual fact, on my fridge to my left is a picture of the house I want. And I've got a general idea what I'm looking for. So I will keep looking at that picture until one day I achieve either the house very similar to it, or I'll make the house, one or the other. So it is a trick.
It's very much. Like 3 years ago, I went to Alaska, but I decided 2 years before, based on a dream and a picture in a book, that I wanted to go to Alaska. I phoned a friend of mine, said, this totem, what is this totem pole and where do I find it? And he said, oh, it's in Ketchikan, Alaska. And I literally created, in my case, a storybook, because I'm a storyteller. And the very first page had this picture of this totem pole. And I had a picture of the ferry that I would need to take, and I had road maps for it. I mean, you don't always follow the exact visualization, but D'Arcy's right. You start with some kind of storyboard.
Yeah, something that you can physically see.
Yes.
Hi, Jeanette. We haven't seen you for a while, and I hope you're doing well. You have the Four of Pentacles, and there's several things in this that stand out for me. One, open the windows, air out the house. It's spring cleaning. I know we're heading into June, and June 21st is summer solstice. And so maybe it's getting your place ready for the celebration of the new season coming in and the new energy. But the other thing about it is sitting on your money. Okay. And by sitting on your money, you're in control of what you're spending it on. Plus, with the window opening again, it makes me feel that you sort of want to do a little escape, but this escape is for you. It's not for anyone else in the family. This is for you. So it could be a little trip that you're going to plan for yourself, and it may just be a day spa. But either way, it's all about you. So keep that in mind.
Always a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, it looks like unless someone sneaks in the next few minutes.
Did we read for Diane? I think it was Diane Miller.
No, I didn't see her on the list.
Oh, sorry, Diane Barrett.
I didn't see her on the list.
Yeah, she was right after Amanda. Right after Amanda A said, thank you. There is a Diane Barrett watching.
She's not showing up, so you go ahead and read for her.
Okay, Diane. Patience, patience, patience. Take your time. You know, they say that, although they do say that the watch pot never boils, it's sort of contradicted by the same thing, that it's patience. It takes time to succeed at something. Like that cat sitting outside that mouse hole. He knows, or she knows, they know that eventually that mouse or that rat or that rabbit is going to come out. And trust me, patience. About 2 months ago, I phoned my sister and went, oh my God, I had a cockroach. And I didn't know what it was the cats were hunting, but they literally waited until that cockroach got brave enough to pop its head beyond, like it came down through the wall under the, what's that on the ground? The baseboard.
Baseboard.
And the cats literally waited with great patience until that thing came out, because they knew of great certainty they were going to catch it, because they had the patience and discipline. The patience, discipline, you'll succeed.
All right. Well, our niece came on and she says her mom is sitting with her and says, my sister looks like me. Like me. And it's like, oh, that's cute. I can hardly wait to meet you all. I'm planning my trip. I already told my boss that they don't renew my contract. I am going to be on the road on July 30th, and I'm taking a road trip, and they can wait until I come back if they want to rehire me.
So, I, on the other hand, have got my week booked off in August. My coworker / ED said 1 week, August.
Yeah. So
we have Shar.
Okay, so Char's asked for a card pulled for her sisters Sophia and Lauren. So I've got Sophie. Sophie, I have the Page of Wands, and no matter what direction you go in life, you're always going to have someone with you, always having someone to look over you, to protect you, to guide you, and to listen to you. Even when you're throwing, and I don't care what age you are, but even when you're throwing a tantrum because things aren't going your way, there's always going to be that person who will be there to welcome you with open arms and love. And Lorraine?
Sweetheart, this is your time. Just blissful happiness. Kind of like, roll over and say, the cat that rolls over and says, just rub my tummy. I know you're going to give me what I want anyways. This is, I can almost hear D'Arcy wanting to say something.
No, I'm having a bad time with allergies and making me yawn.
This is about you succeeding and doing what you want. And you know what? Also, consider that this might be a time for you to go near an ocean. I always feel the ocean, especially the Pacific Ocean, is about healing. It is said that the Pacific Ocean has no memory, that you go there and you dump your heartache and your sorrow into the warmth of the Pacific Ocean, and it has no memory. You want to have a temper tantrum, on the other hand, yell and scream. I firmly recommend the Atlantic Ocean, because she's a bitch 365 days a year.
Yeah. Doris said thank you from both of them. And Kelly, for your mom. It'd be really nice if you put your mom's name in there. But Kelly, from your mom, balance is everything. And you have done this your entire life. And you should be proud of who you've become and who you've raised, because you have led them into balance.
Definitely.
Okay, we have an Elaine. Hi there, new, invited by Char. Can I have a reading? So Elaine. Hello, Elaine.
Yes, welcome. Hi, Elaine. I'm just thinking. Oh, Elaine. Okay, first things first. To see. It is never too late, and you are never too old. Now I'm going to repeat those two words, too old or too late, to start a new romance. I'm not saying the greatest love of your life, but if you are sitting in some corner going, you know what, no one's going to care for me, I'm too old to be attractive, I'm too old to be this, I'm too old to be that, just throw that damn nonsense out the window, girl. Absolutely out the window. First, you don't need a man or a woman or a partner to validate you. But if you decide that you want to bring someone into your life, whomever that is, know that it is a gift that they are receiving if they decide to join you on part of your journey. And don't let anyone ever take that away from you. You meet a person and they're not seeing you as part of the gift of their life, you just get rid of them, sunshine. Wash that negativity right out of your hair and out of your soul. So, yes. Possibility of a new relationship. I'm not saying true love, but I'm saying new relationship. Be bold, be brave. Go where you haven't gone before.
And there's a lot of places I've gone that no one ever wants to go again. Okay, you really have to think of it like this. If you're going to be brave and do something out of your comfort zone, you cannot be sorry about what you've done. Because why did you do it?
I remember years ago, all joking aside, guys, somebody said to me, do you have any regrets? Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I have done some colossally stupid things and things I look back now at and go, oh my God. But then, I'm still doing colossally stupid things. Live a life without regret. All those mistakes or loopholes or places where we might not have gone, but damn, they were fun. Made us who we are.
Yeah.
And honey, that's what you've got to remember. You are worthy of anyone's affection, anyone's attention, because you are amazing. And I'm sure that, D'Arcy and I could probably have some really interesting stories to tell people. But let's not say we did.
Yeah. So, well, thank you, Kelly, for sharing your mom's name, Florence. I do look forward to meeting all of you one day soon, hopefully. And, the most important thing is no matter what we say, it's believing in yourself.
Yes.
Because if you believe in yourself, there isn't anything you can't accomplish in this lifetime. Okay, I'd never jump out of an airplane. I think I've mentioned this before. I think it's totally silly to jump out of a perfectly good airplane or off a bridge tied to a rope that someone forgot to tie to the bridge. So,
see,
some things wouldn't do.
I can respectfully say that I equally would not jump out of an airplane, nor would I bungee jump. But then again, I am the girl who, as a child, listened to our older brother, Jim, who said, you can fly. And a 12-foot down, straight down to the cobblestone patio, plastic surgery and work done on my nose, later assured me, by the time I was 5, you can't fly. Why would you willingly jump out of anything any higher than 12 feet?
Yeah. Well, Elaine, yeah, I want to hear. Well, you know what? That's another day and a different topic. But I'd like to thank you all for joining us this evening. And I will be on tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. And same idea, but I may do a little of what I did last week where I introduce the topic and discuss it for a bit. And if you have questions, please bring the questions. So if there's anything about the angels I talked about last week, really be important for you to bring the questions tomorrow. Yes, I see Cheyenne. Hello, Cheyenne, and congratulations. I hear you graduate soon.
Yes, congratulations.
Cheyenne, you got judgment. Dance to your own tune. Okay.
Exactly.
This is about you making the music for yourself. And I am going to say be careful on graduation. Pay attention to the rules and regulations. Last thing you want to do is dance to your own tune and have some police officer say, oh, here, look, I got a nice shiny pair of cuffs for you. Okay.
Well, unless they're diamond studded, that would be very cool.
So, Cheyenne, just enjoy being young. Don't rush it. Take these moments because you're going to get older one day. And that's the scary part. And you're going to look back and say, what did I miss? So again, back to the no regrets. Enjoy life. Be careful. Be safe. And most important, know that you're loved.
And Cheyenne, congratulations on graduating. As for growing old one day, let me give you the best words of advice that anyone ever gave me. As a woman, we are all required to live a life as a diva. We do not grow old gracefully. Come to think of it, we just refuse to grow old. We fade left.
Yep. I mean, I'm only as old as the person I'm touching, and I've got a 37-year-old daughter, and I hold her hand every now and then. So I'm only 37. Actually, one day I told her I was 27, and then I did the math, and I said, wait a minute, you would just be being born. Said, we got to rethink that one. Okay, well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, or those of you who can join me. And, just look after yourself. Have a great evening.
You know what, everybody? Thank you. You guys, your energy, even though you think we might not be able to feel it, I find the energy through connection so amazing, so healing. And I believe that we are as blessed to have you in our lives. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for a wonderful evening. And may your sleep be blessed by angels. So I will end with many blessings. Ma salama, and blessed be.
All right. And may love, joy, peace, happiness, and prosperity, and maybe a little mischief now, find you all in mysterious ways. Blessed be everyone. Have a great night.